Okay, another question. What was your turning point in your business?
Okay, there's been a few. There's definitely been a few where I'm like, that was a huge shift, and now I'm never going back to like how I was operating before. One would be boundaries. Like, set your boundaries, know them inside out. Like, what times do you work of the day? A few years ago, if someone could only have a session with me in the evening, I'd say yes. Bearing in mind, I've always had kids, like young kids, at some point, babies, newborns, and I'd say yes, and I'd be like, what the hell am I doing? Like, no, I need to put my kids to bed at 7 o'clock. So, and then from that point, a turning point was like, no, I don't do evenings. And then if someone would say to me, I can only do it in the evening, I'd say no. They usually manage to find the time to see me in the day if they really want to work with you. So that's just an example, but set your boundaries. And again, on pricing, like, know where your bottom line is, where your top line is, what other options are there for people, so you don't find yourself in a conversation where someone's bartering with you. But accountability. When I've also invested in myself, I've always seen the money come back. Like, so every time I've invested in a mentor or a coach or like a membership, you make sure it works for you. I mean, you know, there might be some things where you do, if it's a small cost, you pay it and you don't put everything into it. But if you're really investing an amount of money where you're like, this has to work for me, you make it work. And that's what's always happened to me. Every time I've had a mentor that says to me, hold on, I've not seen you show up on social media this week. Like, what are you doing? And obviously in a nice way. You said you were going to launch that program. You like, how many are you going to get this week? And like, just someone that just like pumps energy into you. Like, if you're like me and you've got 3 little human beings running around, a husband, you know, the school runs, keeping the house clean and tidy, all the rest of it, it's so easy to say, I'll do that tomorrow, or I'll do it when I've got a bit more energy. But actually, like, one of my top things is just do it now. I literally get shit done and do it now. If you're procrastinating on doing a video, just do the video. And so having that support system there, whether it's a coach or a mentor, or you're in like a membership and you're vibing with the other people, you can be like, right, we're going to do a social media challenge, or hold me accountable that I am going to secure somebody in my program or a first client, or I'm going to hit 5k month or a 10k month next month. Like, keep me accountable, because you can't really rely, well, definitely can't rely on your kids for that, but you can't really rely on your partners. You can't really rely on often like your closest friends for that support. You've got to have people that understand the industry, that live and breathe it and know like the challenges of it, and just literally are your like cheerleaders. And just on that, what you might also find is often like the people that are closest to you aren't your cheerleaders in your business, and that's actually okay. And once you have that realization, you can separate yourself from that. And now, you know, in terms of me and my business, I've got these amazing business peers who run their own businesses like similar to me, and we are our biggest cheerleaders for each other. Like, we're rooting for each other to do well. And so like the success of my business now very much comes down to those peers that I have around me.